He lost the money. Then he lost his best friend. And finally, he lost her. At first, it all seemed like a streak of bad luck. Failed exams. Fights with his stepfather. Silence from his mom. And yet, the parties kept going, loud, chaotic, and full of faces that made Ivan forget, even for a night, how helpless he felt. But the forgetting didn't last. Especially not the day Ivan noticed the envelope was gone. The one with the money. A thick stack of bills. Not his. It belonged to his stepfather, nearly $1 million in cash, carefully tucked away in the closet for a future investment. Gone. And Ivan had no idea who took it. He didn't call the police. He couldn't. Dmitro, his stepfather, would never forgive him. Would never believe it was just missing. And Ivan knew how explosive that man's rage could be. So he did what scared boys pretending to be men often do. He went to a place that didn't ask for logic, only honesty. He came to me. I don't know who did it, he said. But I have my suspicions. I held his hand. So many energies swirled around him, mostly youthful, mostly harmless. But one glimmered too bright, too sharp. There were many people around you recently, I said. And yes, one of them took the money. But don't go after them. What? But I have to. He'll kill me. If you pursue this, you'll lose more than you already have. You'll lose your peace, your trust, maybe even your future. He looked at me like I'd betrayed him. I thought you were going to help. I just did. But he didn't believe me. And so Ivan took matters into his own hands. Back in his room, he sifted through photos from the last party. It was at his place, of course. His mom and Dmitro had been away. Music, pizza, drinks. And people. Too many people. His eyes kept going back to one photo. Kolya, his best friend. In the picture, Kolya was holding Ivan's phone. Laughing, carefree. And just yesterday, he'd shown off a brand new smartphone at university. Ivan's stomach turned. That night, he cornered him. You stole it. What? The money. From my apartment. You were the only one who knew it was there. Kolya's smile faded. Are you serious right now? Don't act innocent. Where'd you get that new phone? My parents bought it. For my birthday. You were even invited, remember? Stop lying. I'm not lying. Kolya snapped. I've never stolen from you. And I never would. But maybe now I wish I had. At least then you'd have a reason to treat me like this. Just admit it. We're done, Kolya said. I'm not your scapegoat. Ivan stood frozen as his best friend walked away. And then came the second blow. Julia, his girlfriend, stopped answering his calls. For 2 days. When she finally picked up, her voice was flat. I'm sick, she said. I need to be alone. But... Please, Ivan. I'll call you when I'm better. But he couldn't let it go. He showed up at her place. And there she was. Not sick. Not pale. Laughing, across a table at a cafe. With Kolya. Wow, Ivan said, stepping into view. Guess you're feeling better. Julia's face dropped. Ivan, You lied to me. We need to talk. No, he said coldly. You already made your choice. And then he looked at Kolya. You stole my money. My girl. What else you want, man? My future too. Ivan, stop. Julia shouted. This was my decision. Kolya didn't force anything. Sure he didn't. I'm done, she said. You've accused everyone. Your friend. Your girlfriend. Your own shadow probably. You want someone to blame because your life's falling apart? Blame yourself. She turned and left. And Kolya, with one last look of pity, followed her. Ivan didn't go home that night. He didn't know where to go. He just walked. City lights blurred into neon streaks. His throat burned with swallowed sobs. He'd lost everything. But worst of all, he still hadn't found the money. The next morning, he came back to me. They were both lying, he said. Right. No, I said gently. Collier didn't steal it. He stared at me. But he betrayed you. Yes. But not with money. Ivan's shoulders dropped. You let your anger speak louder than your instincts. And now, the one who really took the money is laughing. Who was it then? I don't see clearly yet. But not Collier. And Julia? She won't come back. Let her go. He closed his eyes. Why does everything keep falling apart? Because you left the knife on the table. He blinked. What? It's an old sign. You leave a knife blade up. You invite fights into your home. That's stupid. Is it? He remembered. He'd done it more than once. And every time, something worse followed. I don't know what to do anymore. Then maybe it's time, I said, to stop surviving your life, and start choosing it. Ivan didn't sleep that night. The apartment felt colder, emptier, and the silence wasn't peaceful. It was accusing. Like it wanted to remind him of everything he'd lost. His mom hadn't returned yet from her business trip. But soon she would. And so would Dimitro. And when they did, they'd notice. The money. Gone. The next morning, someone knocked on the door. Ivan opened it, and blinked. Dad. Andrei hadn't been around much. After the divorce, he'd vanished into the quiet shadows most forgotten fathers do. But there he was, looking older, thinner, but still carrying that strange calm Ivan barely remembered. I thought I'd stop by, Andrei said, holding a bag of groceries. You home alone? Ivan nodded. Can I come in? They sat. Awkward at first. But then, not. Ivan told him everything. Well, almost everything. He left out the part about Collier. And Julia. And the missing money. I'm glad you're here, Ivan admitted. I've missed you. Andrei smiled. I missed you too. Then he added, a little too casually. I might finally be able to open my business. Got the investment lined up. Just waiting for the cash to move. Ivan's eyebrows lifted. From who? An old friend. Private lender. Not from a big blue bag by any chance? Andrei paused. What are you talking about? Just a question. His dad narrowed his eyes. Ivan, what's going on? Forget it. But he couldn't. He didn't want to believe it. He didn't want to think his own father might have taken the money. But something felt off. The timing. The sudden confidence. The talk of cash. He remembered what the old woman had said. You'll find the money. In a dark place. With a blue bag. There was one dark place he knew his dad still had the key to. An old garage, down the street from where they used to live. That night, Ivan found the spare key in the drawer. He waited until morning. And then he went. The garage was dusty. Cold. But there, shoved behind some paint cans, was a blue duffel bag. He opened it. Cash. Stacks of it. Ivan's heart sank. You shouldn't have come here, said a voice behind him. He turned. Andrei stood in the doorway, arms crossed. You took it. I was protecting you. By stealing. By hiding it. Ivan's voice trembled. Why? Because I knew what Dimitro would do if he found out it was missing. You could have told me. You would have panicked. Blamed yourself. Or worse. Gone to him. Ivan stared at the bag. You didn't even ask. You think I wanted this? Andrei said. I watched your mom leave me for a man who only cares about money. I watched you choose him too. I've lost everything, Ivan. Everything. You didn't lose me. For the first time, Andrei's face cracked. I just wanted to help. Then help me return it. But it was too late. Because by the time Ivan brought the money home, Dmytro had already noticed it was gone. And now he was furious. "I want that money back," he roared. "You think I wouldn't notice? What did you buy, huh? Fancy shoes? A new phone?" "I didn't take it." "Then who did?" Ivan looked down. Silence. "I knew it," Dmytro spat. "You're just like your father. He didn't steal it." "Then where was it?" "Hidden. So you wouldn't flip out." "Well, congrats. I'm flipping." He stormed out. And Ivan knew nothing he said would fix it. That night, his mom came home. She saw the tension, the broken things, the look in Ivan's eyes. And for once, she asked, "What's really going on?" So Ivan told her everything. About the missing money, the blue bag, the garage, the argument. And yes, even about Julia and Kolya. She listened. And then, she cried. "I thought I was doing the right thing," she whispered. "Giving you a stable home. A future. It wasn't your fault." "No," she said. "But maybe it's time we all stop pretending." That evening, she packed a small suitcase. "I'm going to stay with your father for a few days," she told Ivan. "You can come if you want." He didn't answer right away. He walked into the kitchen. The knife, still on the table. Blade up. He turned it over. Then said, "I'll come tomorrow." The next morning, Ivan woke early and took the bus across town. His mother had sent him a text. "We're making pancakes. Come hungry." He smiled. It felt strange to smile again. But it didn't last long. When he arrived at his father's apartment, something felt off. No noise. No laughter. Just his mom, sitting at the table, pale and quiet. "Where's Dad?" he asked. "He went out," she said. "Said he needed air." Ivan frowned. "Is everything okay?" She hesitated. "I think he's still hurting, Vanya. I think we all are." They ate in silence. Afterward, Ivan washed the dishes while his mom lit a candle and stared out the window. Suddenly, her voice broke the quiet. "Did you ever wonder why I left him?" Ivan turned off the water. "Sometimes." She nodded, as if expecting that. "I loved him. Deeply. But we were always struggling. Always patching holes. Never building anything new. Then Dmytro came along. Confident. Stable. He made promises your father couldn't. Promises aren't the same as love." "No," she whispered. "But sometimes, we take what we think we need. And only later realize what we gave up." Later that day, Ivan returned to the apartment. Dmytro wasn't home. But the energy in the place felt sharp. Like every object was holding its breath. He found himself staring at the kitchen table. The knife was gone. And on the counter, a letter. "I know what you did." That's all it said. His hands shook. It wasn't his handwriting. Not his mother's. It was Dmytro's. That night, the shouting started again. Dmytro had returned. "You lied to me," he said. "You protected that thief." "He's not a thief," Ivan's mom said. "He stole from me." "No," Ivan stepped in. "You stole from yourself, by treating this family like a bank account." "Don't talk back to me. I'm done being quiet." The slap came fast. Ivan staggered. "Get out!" Dmytro roared. "Both of you." They didn't argue. They left. Back at his father's place, Ivan sat on the edge of the bed, rubbing his jaw. "Did he hit you?" Andrei asked. Ivan nodded. And something inside Andrei shifted. "He's not touching you again," he said. "Not while I'm breathing." The next few days were calm. Quiet. Too quiet. Ivan started seeing Julia on campus again. She avoided his eyes. But one day, she approached. "I'm sorry," she said, "for how things ended." He nodded. "It's okay." "No, it's not. I should have told you the truth. About Collier." She looked away. "He didn't steal anything. You know that now, right?" "I do. And I didn't leave you for him. I left because you stopped trusting everyone. You were so afraid someone would hurt you that you hurt everyone first." Ivan swallowed. "I get it." She smiled sadly. "I hope you're okay." He was about to say me too when his phone buzzed. A message. From his mom. "He's back." Ivan froze. "Who?" Julia asked. But he was already running. When he got there, he found his mom standing in the kitchen, arms folded, and Dmytro sitting at the table. "I want to talk," he said. "I want to make things right." Ivan didn't answer. He just stared. "You can't undo what you did," his mom said. "I know. But I'm willing to try. I put the money back. Every cent. It's in the safe." "I don't care," she said. "I do," Ivan added. "Because now I know you took it. All that rage. And you were the thief. I was protecting the house. You were protecting your ego." A long pause. Then Ivan said what had been growing in him for weeks. "You never loved us. You just wanted ownership." "Watch your mouth." "No," Ivan said. "You don't get to raise your voice in a house that no longer belongs to you." Dmytro stood up. Ivan didn't flinch. "You want to fix something?" Ivan asked. "Start by leaving." Dmytro looked at the door, then back at them. And for once, he left. That night, Ivan sat with his mother and father. They didn't talk much. Just shared tea. Looked through old photo albums. Laughed quietly. In one photo, Ivan was just a kid, holding a toy sword upside down. "You always did get it backwards," Andrei chuckled. "Still do," Ivan smiled. But he felt lighter. Not fixed. Not healed. But lighter. At least. Until the knock on the door. Ivan opened it. "Julia. I just wanted to say. I'm glad you're okay. Thanks. I meant what I said. About you hurting people before they can hurt you. I know. I don't want to be hurt again." "I won't," Ivan said. "I didn't say I was staying." He nodded. "I know." She smiled. "But maybe. I'll visit." And she walked away. The days following the confrontation were a whirlwind of emotions for Ivan. He had accused his best friend, lost his girlfriend, and now stood at odds with his own family. The weight of his decisions pressed heavily on his shoulders. Determined to find closure, Ivan decided to visit his grandmother once more. Her insights, though cryptic, had always guided him in the right direction. "Grandma, I need your help again," he pleaded. She looked at him with her wise, aged eyes. "The answers you seek are closer than you think. Sometimes, the truth hides in plain sight." Pondering her words, Ivan recalled the peculiar behavior of his stepfather, Dmytro. There had been moments when Dmytro seemed overly protective of certain areas in the house, especially his study. Could it be that the missing money was there all along? That evening, when Dmytro left for a business meeting, Ivan seized the opportunity. He entered the study, a room he rarely ventured into. The scent of old books and leather filled the air. He began searching meticulously, checking drawers, behind books, and under the desk. After an exhaustive search, he found a hidden compartment beneath the floorboards. Inside was a blue duffel bag, the same one his grandmother had described. Opening it, he found stacks of cash. Relief washed over him, but it was quickly replaced by confusion. Why would Dmytro hide the money and let Ivan suffer the consequences? When Dmytro returned, Ivan confronted him. "Why did you hide the money and blame me?" Dmytro's face turned pale. I thought you needed a lesson in responsibility. You were always careless, and I wanted you to understand the value of trust." By making me the scapegoat? Ivan's voice quivered with anger. I didn't anticipate it would go this far. I thought you'd come clean or find the money. I never intended for you to lose your friends or your girlfriend. Ivan couldn't believe what he was hearing. The man who was supposed to be a father figure had orchestrated this entire ordeal. Feeling betrayed, Ivan decided it was time to make significant changes in his life. He moved out of the house and started living with his biological father, who welcomed him with open arms. Together, they began rebuilding their relationship. With newfound determination, Ivan enrolled in evening classes to catch up on his studies and took up a part-time job to support himself. He also reached out to his friend Mikola and apologized for the false accusations. Mikola, understanding the situation, forgave him, and their friendship slowly began to mend. As for his ex-girlfriend Yulia, she had moved on, but Ivan found peace in knowing she was happy. He realized that some relationships are meant to teach lessons rather than last forever. Months passed, and Ivan's life took a positive turn. He excelled in his studies, built a strong bond with his father, and even started his own small business. The hardships he endured had shaped him into a resilient and compassionate individual. One day, he visited his grandmother to share his progress. "Grandma, your guidance helped me find my path." "Thank you." She smiled warmly. "Remember, Ivan, challenges are the universe's way of preparing you for greatness. Embrace them, learn from them, and never lose hope." Ivan nodded, understanding the depth of her words. He had faced betrayal, loss, and hardship, but through it all, he discovered his strength and purpose.